The amazing Jeff Beck on Durban Rock Radio. Your host, Michael Jager, tonight. Coming up, Van Halen.
Backdoor pipelines, the most dangerous wave in the world. You're locked into the tube, the corals below, and the white water's chasing you. You're close to the things men rate great.
Now, stand by Durban, East London, Maritzburg, the Wild Coast, and all of Capital Country for the most music power.
The sexy rock radio station you've always wanted is here.
With your host, Michael D. Jager.
He rocks my world.
That's very cool. I'm able to see what you can hear on YouTube.
It's for you!
Okay, if you just tuned in, a warm welcome to you. It's the Big Rock Show. How's it going? This is Van Halen. Cool beans. Oh, I know the sound is good. The sound is good everywhere. Let's welcome some people from Facebook Live. How's it, dudes? Okay, we are testing a bit of technology here tonight, commonly known as a wirecast. So you'll see a little bit of text appearing on this because I'm testing this new version. This is version 10. It's quite rock and roll. Sounds quite good to me. It looks good. Everybody on Facebook, how's it already? Hope you're well. I'd like to welcome everybody aboard on YouTube for the first time. Cool beans, here we are. Let me just share this link to make sure that everybody can join in and say hello. We're rocking tonight on Facebook Live. Alan Hollister, all the way from South Africa. Colleen, how's it, Colleen? And else is coming in here? Glenn, my gosh. Yari Yalabaki, legend. How's it, my brew? Elsie Bays, how's it, Elsie? Hello, my darling. Hope you're well. Lorraine Messi Hicks, how's it, Lorraine? Fantastic. I haven't got enough hands to type and answer everybody's, but hello, man. Thanks a lot for joining in. Hope you've had a good week. Been kind of ballistic on this end. Look, I've just managed to scrape a little something through like the last minute of the day, you know what I'm saying? Mark Merring, how's it, my man? How's it, my brew? Lekker, man. And my darling wife, she's watching too. How's it, love? Hope you're all well. It is Friday night, the big Feck Off Rock and Roll Show. Absolutely. And one of the best songs ever written by Van Halen. Hey Ann, how's it, cousin? My gorgeous cousin. Hope you're well. Marvelous. Mr. Merrick, how's it, Michael? Legends on the show tonight. Absolutely. Lots of legends on the road. We're starting off with some cool rock and roll tunes. Some nice rock and roll. Some serious Van Halen. Can't beat it, can you? So, let me just share this because lots of people want to know what the link is to watch it on YouTube. And thanks to my friend Wayne Rathbone last Friday, he said, Dan Adams, how's it? And Gracie, how's it, Gracie? Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Dear friends. We're all tuning in early. Gracie Miles, evening all. Welcome, welcome. Let's just do this. The Big Rock Show is live on YouTube. I do love YouTube, don't you? I mean, they don't have a problem with the copyright thing because what is really nice is anything I play on the show, the person who wrote the song gets the funds. Okay, here it comes. Here we go. Let's just put that down there and put that there. This is welcome everybody to the radio. Hello, hello, hello. Well, how was your week? My week was absolutely insane. looking forward to that tall glass of wine, which I believe I've been promised. My producers always said to me, don't worry, it's coming, bro. It's coming. That red wine is coming. The Shiraz, the one that you get from Sainsbury's, that Shiraz, the South African wine. It's so cool. And he's just popping in and to say hello, and a quick hello, and how's it, and off to do something else. How's it, Molly Malloy? Welcome. I'm really honored to have you on our show. Absolutely lovely. So, sipping on some Durbanville Gage. Lovely stuff. Mr. Maring has already beat me to the finish line already. Nice one, Michael. Okay, if you just tuned in on the radio, you can be listening to this show on a number of different devices. Any device, any phone, iPad, computer, anything but a radio. Isn't that mad? It's absolutely mad. Well, it's probably called a podcast, I think. I think that's what they call it, but we call it radio, and it's such fun to do, and hopefully the powers that be will be very happy with what I'm doing. Who is that? Greg. Oh, Greg, the legendary guitar player from... Hello, Greg. How are you, my man? From the Remedy Project. We are honored and privileged to have you on our show. Absolutely wonderful. We'll be playing some Remedy Project on the show very shortly. Of course, I just need to do one little thing here, and it says, there we go, add a picture. So we'll add a picture, no problem. It's one thing about this technology, isn't it? Lovely stuff, but it does be a bit demanding. Share now. Yes, I want to share now. Buffering. Okay, my favorite word in the whole world is buffering. And yours too, when you start doing something on the internet, right, and you're watching a video, and as you're sort of like halfway through the video, you get this little like ring thing that just kind of appears on your screen, and it's buffering. Oh, look what's coming down from the heavens. It is indeed a tall glass of South African Shiraz. Thank you, sweetheart. Oh my goodness, look at that. Beautiful. It's so lovely. And if you just joined us, a very warm welcome to you. There's my little darling Claire. Hello, Claire. How's it? And there we go. Yes, Silvio. Silvio's here too. Hello, Silvio. Happy weekend. It's Friday. Let's have a quick sip. Magnifique. Let's put that somewhere where I won't knock it over. I probably won't be the most popular chap in the neighborhood if I do that, if I just knock it over. So what are we doing? We're starting off with some rock and roll guitar playing. One of the best guitar players, in my humble opinion, ladies and gentlemen, Gary Moore. So everybody's well. Don, how's it, Don? Hello, Mr. Hastings. All the way from Christchurch in New Zealand. Oh no, Dorset. Give us some cruise, man. Yeah, for sure. I didn't know you were down that part of the world. We come there quite regularly, Don. That is a very nice South African shop in Christchurch. And we're not talking about the Christchurch in New Zealand. We're talking about the one in England. This beautiful song. It's almost don't want to talk while it's on, you know what I mean? I'm listening on you, it's so cool. Mr. Payton, hello Mark. That's not Bob Relay. No, bro, I promise. It's Shiraz. Absolutely. All the way from Sainsbury's, which is the equivalent of Pick and Pay in Durban. I do as well. Exactly, man. And in case you people don't know, Mark Payton and I go back many years. And in the middle 80s, Mark, we were professional musicians together in a band called Strut. Strutting our stuff. 2 guitars, bass player, Mr. Andy Harper, drums, and a hotshot vocalist. It was good. Good band. And we played in a place called Boxburg, yes. It was a year of my life that I will never ever forget, honestly. It was the first time in my life I'd ever been a professional musician. Packed up our jobs, got in the cars, drove to Johannesburg in search of rock and roll fame. Of course, it never happened, but we had a good time trying anyway. Okay, let's just hang 10 for 1 second.
Demonstration of Wirecast.
Sound not coming through. No, you won't get any sound on the Facebook. You'll get it on YouTube. So what I'll do, I've shared it already. I'll just share it again. Let's see. And more. How can I share this? I'm sharing on Facebook. Fine. Okay, let me see if I can share it. Let's just do this. We're here on YouTube. If you want the sound as well. Okay, there's certain rules with Facebook Live, and that is that I can't play the music on Facebook Live. So what we do is we play the music on either TuneIn or the Durban Rock Radio app, or we can listen to it on Spreaker.com, Spreaker.com, or you can listen to it on DurbanRockRadio.com on the website, DRRFM.com. So it's quite a lot of places you can listen to the music, or you can just watch it on YouTube, and then you get the whole shebang. But this here is Facebook Live, and this is where we talk without music, because the music you can play, I don't know how, a little bit like me. I'm listening to the music through the headphones and talking to you on this. So unfortunately, the Facebook are quite strict with copyright laws, and that. So if I do play the music, then I'll get banned and I'll get into all sorts of trouble. So I really don't want to do that, and it's against the law. So I'll go to jail if I do that. So I really don't want to be getting into all sorts of bother with those guys. Not at all. Not at all. I'd rather just have a nice glass of wine here and raise it for the weekend. Glenn Adams, Durban Rock Radio. There you go, my brew. The way to go. Lovely, lovely stuff. And let's welcome everybody on YouTube, because this is really quite groundbreaking. It's not groundbreaking technology. Lots of people have been doing live shows on YouTube, but for us, it's really this is really nice. So we're on Guitarist TV on YouTube, right? So thanks to everybody at Guitarist TV for hosting our shows. It's fantastic. It's the radio TV show, this is the way of the world. I don't know what you call it anymore. Oh, I just love this song. And we used to play it so much, back in the day. Beautiful. I used to play with the Fender Strat. I'll show you that guitar in a minute. Oh, just so genuine and so heartfelt. I hope you're listening to the music on TuneIn or DRRFM. Might need to hit the road. Okay, right, got you. Shot, Ellen. Thanks for tuning in, bro. Look after yourself. The radio's time. The greatest guitar player in my brain ever. Mr. Gary Moore on Durban Rock Radio. You're listening to the Big Rock Show.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
It's Manuel, of course. Of course, it's Manuel. And if you just tuned in, a very warm welcome to you. And if you're listening on TuneIn, how's it, guys? TuneIn is a really nice app which you can download for free. And the sound is actually very, very nice. You can listen to us on Spreaker.com. And if you just search for Guitarist TV Radio or Durban Rock Radio, you'll pick us up there, as well as the Durban Rock Radio app, which is a free app that you can download on your phone. I can't show you because my phone is busy filming me at the moment. But a warm welcome to everybody who's just tuned in and coming to visit us on Facebook Live. And there we go, Mr. Hansel. How's it, Len? Hey, bro. Hope you're well. From Malawi, my goodness gracious, you do get around, old chap. Glenn Adams. Oh, that's very kind of you, my mate. I very much doubt it. It's kind words. Thank you so much. But Glenn, Mr. Moore, my bro, he's a legend of absolute note. Okay, right now we're going to play you another guitar legend. So the first hour of the show is pure guitar, right? We're going to be rocking with seriously cool guitar players, and then we'll get on to some other stuff a bit later on. But first, this.
The sexy rock radio station you've always wanted is here.
I think
With
it's
your
time for a
host,
bit of,
Michael Jager.
He rocks my world.
Stevie Vai. Time for a bit of awesome guitar shredder. This is Mr. Stevie Vai. How's it, Pat? Hope you're well. Hey, all good, all good. Excellent, excellent. Good to see you. Love to everybody that side. Say how's it to Alan. Now, I can bring you in on camera, you know. That would be nice. All right, I'll add you. I'm added. You've been added to camera, Pat. Just accept it and say, yeah, okay, cool. And then I'll be able to see you. Come on, be brave. Okay. Please inbox me when you get a chance. Okay, Greg, right. Hold on a sec. I'll do that right now. Well, I'll try anyway. Alright, so let's get on to, where are we? Facebooky. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll just ditch that for a second. Can't open too many things at the same time, you know what I mean? So what's really nice about this is that we're broadcasting all over the planet right now. There we go. Okay, I can see this. Right. Not today. Ah, come on. Okay, I'm on Facebook now too. Marco's here. How's it, Marco? Alright, Greg, I'll inbox you in a minute. And okay, so I'm going to send you an invitation. All right, if you want to come on or not, and I'll see if Mike's interested in coming on. This should be fun. I've never done this before. Oh man, magnifique! Listen to that guitar. I hope you're listening to the guitar. Hey, how's it, Luke? Yeah, lekker. Okay, let's try it. Let's see what happens. Okay, I'm gonna do this. I'm just gonna post that so other people know where we are. Amazing. Absolutely incredible guitar player. Wow. Get a few tunes lined up here. So, you can hear the dog going absolutely cannibal downstairs. He's going mad because I think we've got a visitor downstairs. So. This is so cool. A friend of mine actually bought this wah-wah pedal. This wah-wah pedal is called a Bad Horsey. Oh, it's amazing, amazing. And Cynthia, hello Cynthia. She's my second mom, this lady. Are you ready for this last bit? It's just so awesome. Absolutely awesome. So, how you doing? How you doing? How's your week been? Welcome to the radio. This is Michael Jager behind the microphone. You're tuned in. We're going to listen to a bit of Deep Purple. A bit of the Highway Jam vibes here. This is Highway Star. The stereo goes from like one ear to the other ear. I don't think I'll get mad with it. There we go, here we go. There we go, it's better. This is such a killer song. If you haven't got access to the sound, you need to go and get another device so you can listen to the audio. You can watch this whole show, including the audio, and it's some visitors. We'll be playing some cool tunes here, and so if you can hear the music, you'll know this is a mamba number. That's what they call it, a mamba number. Mamba is a snake, and in South Africa, and a mamba is like the most powerful snake on the planet. So when you say it's a mamba number, that means it's like killer. Shot Glenn. Nice one, dude. I'm telling you what, there's a mamba number. I should have been a drummer, you know that. So, I hope you are well. Hope you had a good week. Everything good? All good? So, in the studio, while Deep Purple are clapping it and a little bit of Highway Star there on the radio, we are drinking wine and just enjoying the music and the company, of course, too. So now that I've calmed down to 1,000, because I've got like 1,000 things going on here, I can have a sip of wine. And if you're watching on YouTube and you see this logo appear on the screen, don't worry about it too much. We're just testing some new software by a company called Wirecast, and I don't mind the watermark appearing because we are testing it. It's a lot of money to spend, especially when you don't make any money out of it. We do it for fun, don't we? Absolutely, and for the better of mankind, which is what this is all about, actually. So, if you just joined us on the Facebook now, we'd like to extend a warm welcome to Michelle Ann. Hey, brings back some memories. And Mr. Mulgrew, John. Hello, John. Okay, I'll try and type a little bit there. Hello, and I'll wave. Ta-da! There we go. I hope keeping well, John. Are you still in England, or I can't keep track of John. John is all over the place. Scotland, England, South Africa, New Zealand, Australia. Oh yes. Now there's a good call. And I don't know why we do this. If we can't play the music, we do it for fun, don't we? And the nice thing is about the world that we live in right now is my son Byron has been granted residence in the UK. Hallelujah. Oh my gosh. It took him nearly 8 years, I think. But finally got it sorted. Such a blessing. In London today. Oh, fantastic. Now, Mark. Hello, Mark. How's it, my boy? Are you well? Goodness gracious, we are really privileged to have you on the show. One of South Africa's greatest musicians, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Mark Whittaker, a percussionist of note. Absolutely. We've done many shows together in South Africa, Mark and I, at the Unrehearsed, the Unrehearsed gig, Unrehearsed show, which we used to do every year with Clive Lawrence and all the boys. It's such a shame he doesn't do it anymore, hey? So Glenn is saying, what about some Grand Funk? Hey Glenn, I don't know if I've even got some Grand Funk, man. Okay, so let's do this. Because I like to do this. This is quite fun. Okay, we're just going to do it automatically. Long time no see. Absolutely. How's it, my bro? One of the greatest bands I have ever had the pleasure of not meeting.
The sexy rock radio station you've always wanted.
There will be a time.
Is
There will
here.
come a
With your
time.
host, Michael Jager.
He rocks my world.
Okay, we just tuned in. It is the Big Rock Show. This is Grand Funk Railroad. Yes, absolutely. One of the greatest albums that they ever made. This is off Caught in the Act. I must tell you a story about the Grand Funk Railroad. When I joined a band on the Bluff called Eclipse, which featured a great guitar player by the name of what is his name? Andy Harper. Okay, let me do this, guys. What's the link for YouTube? Right, I'll give it to you right now. Stand by. I believe it's quite good on YouTube, actually. So let's see if I just go here. My channel. I'll do share, copy the link. And let's see if I can go back to Facebook. Double click. This is the amazing thing about this technology, right? We're going to put it here. Paste. Okay, so you can watch the show and listen to the music on YouTube. Watch and yes, sir, you are. Lekker bro. You're welcome. You're welcome. And for everybody that's just joined us on YouTube, which is that camera over there, next to this one over there. Very warm welcome to you guys. So we've been on air for about, 26 minutes or so. And we're really having a good time tonight. Have we got a glass of wine here? So cheersing everybody. So good cheers. And I've been looking at just these things on YouTube, on Facebook Live. And there's a few little things that you can do, like this. So, so how's it? How's that go, man? So that had just appeared from nowhere, So now I'm not exactly sure at what point during the proceedings that you will be able to see this, but the funny thing is, if I tilt my head in a certain way, then the hat disappears, So there we go. But when I look back at you, it's here back. Whoa, amazing. Sharp, my bro. It's mad, isn't it? So mad, man. Absolute nuts. Let's see, they got some other nice combinations here. Alright, the song's coming to an end, so I'm going to just watch it. Okay, here we go. Okay, I think it's time to rock it a little bit. With a bit of seriously cool vibes, man. Very cool vibes, you know what I'm saying? Pull a rabbit out the hat and give us some Trevor Rabin. Hey! Now there's a plan, bro. Let's make a plan. Oh, what a band. What a band. And they're still playing in the US right now, aren't they? Just amazing.
The sexy rock radio station you've always wanted.
One of the best bands I ever saw
here.
live.
With your host,
I
Michael
can play you a song
Jager.
right
He
now.
rocks my world.
And it's a little band that I love. They call them Angus Young, isn't he just the most incredible thing? We're having a bit of fun on Facebook Live here because it's got this technology at the bottom of the screen where you're able to click a button and it changes, it puts like an overlay over your face. I don't know, what do they call it? Enhanced reality or something, and I'm not quite sure what it is, but it's really quite funny to try these odd things, and I'm sure everybody's been doing it for ages, and I haven't done a lot of it, but there we go, back to normal again. But if you just tuned in, a warm welcome to you on the radio. My name is Michael Jager, and you're listening to the Big Rock Show on Durban Rock Radio. And we are broadcasting on YouTube, on Guitarist TV channel, and if you've tuned in, very warm welcome to you. Thank you so much. Hopefully, if you're going to be listening to this in years to come, you'll go, who's that crazy dude, man? Playing amazing things. Okay, we are going to play some very cool tunes, including featuring some really fine guitar players. And so special thank you to Greg for requesting this song by an amazing guitarist from South Africa. His name, Mr. Trevor Rabin. Trevor Rabin was originally one of the founder members of a band called Rabbit in the late 70s. They took South Africa by storm. They were one of the very first glam rock bands in the world, actually, because they dressed up with all fluffy clothes. You know, they had like glam clothes on. They had the glam rock days of early Bon Jovi and Def Leppard and all that lot. And of course, the women used to go absolutely mad, didn't they? I mean, if you were around in Durban on the 70s and you went and watched the show, I was very young in those days. I think I might have been 12 or 13. But anyway, I went and watched them guys playing at the Durban City Hall, and I was completely blown away by this guitar player, man. He was amazing. So have a listen. This is Trevor Rabin, and it's one of his own tracks. It's a little instrumental song. I'm not sure what it's called. It's just called Trevor Rabin Instrumental. So here we go. 1, 2. Nice. Very. Hello, Steve. A lot of people have been just pitching up while I've been looking the other way. Steve de Villiers, welcome, Steve. And William Gain, hello, William. Thanks for joining us, my friend. There's a discussion going on here about Steve Howe. Well, for me, I don't know about you guys, but for me, music is just it's a love of passion, love. You know, the minute it becomes a job, I think, nah, I do this for fun. That's what makes it special. I think, some people are cut out to travel the world and work at night and playing that 5-second milk mobile. I do like, well, we've done a couple of concerts and here, there, and everywhere. Enjoyed it. It's a tough life on the road. Ask my friend Luke. Ask Steve Luke about traveling on the road. Man, not easy. Okay, let's go. Brett. Hello, Brett. How's it been? The amazing Trevor Rabin went on to join this band. I think they were called Yes. This is Trevor Rabin on the guitar and owner of A Lonely Heart. Enjoy. I really enjoy this tune.
You always live your life, never thinking of the future.
Interesting article that I read on
You are the move you make.
Facebook the other day, posted by my mate Andy Harper. And 1978, this guy was voted the best ever vocalist, rock vocalist of all time. And you can understand why. It really high-pitched voice. Very, very cool back in those days. You know, I mean, the top guitarist in those days was Steve Howe. And Steve was the guitarist for Yes, of course. The original guitarist for Yes. And, wow. I just enjoy the complex rhythms and Rick Wakeman, what a legend on the keyboards. That's so cool. Okay, so what is the time? Alright, 8:15 in the UK. Wherever you are, it's probably either early in the morning in the US. And somebody we haven't seen on Facebook today are our friends from New Zealand and Australia. Okay, so here we go. Been fun games with this Facebook jive, man. But it's been good. Friday night. What should we do? What should we do? Bought a couple of new albums the other day. I'm an iTunes kind of guy, so I buy all my stuff from iTunes. Just download tons and tons of stuff. And you know what was amazing is I came across a couple of tracks which were sent to me by an old friend. But what I'd like to do before we do anything more, insane. Listen to that. It's just so imagine. Think about the year that this song was recorded. You know, the foot pedals that made those kind of sounds, the octavas, whatever they're called, they weren't invented in those days. Trevor Rabin sorted that himself. What a genius. Absolute genius. You always know when Trevor Rabin's been producing the song that the vocals are so rich and the orchestral arrangement is so rich because he comes from that background. He has a very orchestral background. His dad was involved in orchestras and all that sort of thing. So musically, the whole family was in, most of the family were lawyers, music lawyers. So that's not somebody's path you want to cross. Right, I'm going to play you a song by another South African guitar player, a great guitar player, somebody that I have great respect for.
Stand by Durban,
Okay, here we go.
East
Are
London,
you ready?
Maritzburg, the Wild Coast, and all of Capital Country
Good
for
evening,
the
David.
most music power.
The sexy rock radio station you've always wanted is here.
With your host, Michael D. Jager.
He rocks my world.
Hey, if you just tuned in, you're listening to Durban Rock Radio. One of the greatest guitar players coming out of South Africa. His name, Mr. Michael Mayring. His band, Highway Jam. This beautiful song is called Sometime Soon. Beautiful song, beautiful song. It's just so, it's got such a groove, man. Beautiful, I love it. And it's just so creative. I get this picture when I'm listening to this song of a painter standing there. And he's painting this picture. And every note is a stroke of his brush. So as he paints, beautiful. Occasionally he pauses, has a sip of wine. Then he carries on painting. Ooh, now he's inspired. Don't you get that picture? I'll get that picture. So big, man. Wow. Just such a beautiful guitar player. And he's an absolute gentleman of note. Legend. And he was watching a little while ago. He might still be with us. There he is, Mark. Well said, Michael. The day music becomes a competitive pastime is the day I quit. Remember that. Okay, so I'm putting that because I think it's just so cool. A very warm welcome to Mark Morrison. Hello, Mark. Thank you for watching, my brain. Just tuned in to pop us and say hello. It's very kind of you. Very graceful. Waren Voorbeek. Goedenavond, meneer. Alles goed daar? Okay. So we've had quite a lot of people pop in and say hello on Facebook Live. Numbers have reduced considerably now because there's no audio on this, but it's still a nice place to chat. Whoa! Now let's have a look. Let's switch across to YouTube now. Let me see. Aha, this is my... Aha, we have a chat. We have a chat line on YouTube. Wow, look at that. Hey, look. Isn't it so cool? Lovely, beautiful song. Lovely stuff, lovely stuff. Mr. Michael Mayring and his band, the Highway Jam from South Africa. What a great guitar player he is, and I've known Michael for many years. And we first hooked up, when was that? That was probably 1993, 4, 5, somewhere around there. And I was running a place called Cave Rock Cafe on the Bluff in sunny South Africa, and those days, and playing in the band, of course. But occasionally we would like just to take a little bit of a break, and so to do that we had to find a band to replace us, because we were the resident band at this music pub, which we owned and ran and played the music and did the cleaning and washed the dishes and cooked the steak and made the coffee and did the cashing up and 1,000 other things in what is an incredibly hard industry to be in, running the restaurant business, live music business in South Africa anyway, because we would do 4 sets a night and also clean up and everything else, and be social and all the rest. And so, a very difficult time indeed. But hey ho, we came out the other side in one piece, all the better, and we met some really beautiful people at Cave Rock back in the day. And you know what? I can't grumble, because some of those people are still my friends today, and they are still on Facebook Live, and they are still supporting me on music after 30, 40 years in the music business, and I'm still sitting here playing songs for all of these lovely people that I love so much, which is just a pleasure and such a blessing to be able to do. And staying with the technology, I'm going to do this one. This one is for my mate Luke Allen, and a cool song by a band called 6 AM.
This is called Stars. Do you want to go to heaven tonight? Leave the evidence far behind. Say alright.
What a cool song. If you can get your hands on something that you can listen to the sound to as well as the song, then man, you got to get hold of it, because 6 AM are awesome. So I hope you're having a good time, everybody on Facebook Live. Thank you so much for tuning in. Must be a bit weird that there's no music in Facebook Live, but hey, sometimes it's just good to chat, Sip a glass of wine, say hello. And to everybody on YouTube, my friend Luke, how's it, my bro? If you heard that, it means it's Shiraz time, and I love my glass of Shiraz. Oh, especially when you're having just had a hard week. Training in the gym tomorrow. I'm not sure what time. It'll be late in the morning, I'm sure. It's a beautiful song. Oh man, it's just so cool, isn't it? I tell you what I find quite amazing is that you're able to talk to people here, and as well as as well as play the music, as well as have a sip of wine and just share the awesomeness, which is what it's all about. Lift your spirits for a great weekend, because that's what we're going to have. We're going to have a great weekend. If you've had a rough one, I'm here to brighten up your day, make you feel better. That's my job. So I'm going to clock into the radio in a second. So just got to set up a few little thingamajigs here. Let's just do this. I didn't hear that before. Isn't it amazing? Sometimes you just don't hear things. Right? You don't hear things. Only when you got them on your earphones and the sound isn't polluted by cars and motorbikes and everything else. It's just pure. The sound is so pure in your ears. I think that's what the magic is about headphones. The music and whatever you listen to is just pure. It's just not polluted by anything else. It's just pure rock and roll music. Wow. Okay, I'm going to play you my favorite guitar player. Do you know who he is? Well, I have so many of them. you may have guessed. I have two really good friends who are absolutely incredible guitar players. And I'll tell you what, sometime soon I'm gonna do a little feature now. Ready. Listen. Thank you. The amazing 6 a.m. on the Big Rock Show. Oh, what a cool ending.
Station you've always wanted is here.
With your host, Michael Jager.
He rocks my world.
Now, a little while ago, I was trawling on the internet, and one of my dear friends from Los Angeles told me that he's written a book. I went, oh, well, that's really cool, man. No, it's not just a normal book. I've done it. It's like an autobiography, you know. Oh, that's nice. So, what's it called? He said it's the Gospel according to Luke.
This is a demonstration.
Yeah, I
of
said, you
wire
serious?
cast.
Yeah. The Gospel according to Luke. So, of course, we're talking about Steve Lukather right now, aren't we? Absolutely, yes. The legend himself, Mr. Steve Lukather. He has gone ahead and created this masterpiece, which he's been working on for a long time. And finally, on September the 18th, this book will be released to the world in hard copy, soft copy. You can get it on Amazon. And the audio book,
This is
which
a demonstration
is something
of
that I
Wirecast.
do a lot of. I listen to a lot of audiobooks. Will also be released to the world. And Steve is actually the person that has been so closely involved in this project. He actually reads the book himself. He's the guy that does the audio. So it's very special. And so I think you might be able to pre-order the book on Amazon. Look out for The Gospel According to Luke. And it's coming your way pretty soon. So what can I tell you about this gentleman? And he's an absolute genius, isn't he? And we're going to have him on the show. As soon as that book arrives in my letterbox, the very next show, Mr. Lukather will be with us on this very radio, and we will share the Facebook Live, and everybody, you'll be able to see him and all the rest. And we're gonna have a fun evening hanging out together on Durban Rock Radio. Can you imagine that? Steve Lukather on Durban Rock Radio. Isn't that so insane? Hey, wow, man.
is here.
With your host, Michael Jager.
And what I was talking about a little while ago was Steve Lukather's amazing new book, which is about to reach us shortly. September 18, it's getting released on Amazon. And if you get a chance, and you know what I mean, get your hands on a copy and have a listen, because I can't wait. It's going to be on audible.com, and that's where I get all my my audio books from. And the book is called The Gospel According to Luke. What a cool name, man. So if you search for that, you'll probably pick it up somewhere, and it'll come up on Google at Amazon. And of course, you can pre-order the hard copy, soft copy, or you can actually get it on the Amazon reading tablet thing. You know what I mean? Okay, so what is this Mr. Lukather been doing? Okay, so he plays in Ringo Starr's All Stars band, right? He's all over the place doing that. He's touring with Toto. He's recording his own material, and he's writing a book. He's going to play in New York in December with the All Stars band, with some amazing musicians. You know, he's just unbelievably hard-working guy. He's just all over the place all of the time, and he's very willing to help out wherever he can, and he does do that. Got a beautiful family, and his son is doing equally well. Trevor Lukather, my man, whew, what a machine, can play guitar as well. But Luke, in his lifetime, has worked with many, many hundreds of musicians, and some of the greatest musicians he has sessioned on their albums. And one of my favorite tracks, which I didn't know until recently, is a track recorded by the late, great Joe Cocker.
He rocks my world.
This is called Civilized Man. On the guitar, Mr. Steve Lukather. Oh yeah, what a cool tune, man. What a cool tune. Wait until you hear the solo. Sorry, if you can hear me sipping, I do apologize. But I'm just enjoying this Shiraz, which I got from Sainsbury's. Beautiful South African wine from the beautiful Cape Stellenbosch wineries. Divine. So a couple people tuned in on my YouTube channel. Okay, let me just switch across to YouTube because my guys are chatting to me. Listen to this dog. Fantastic, isn't it? Hey, Kayla, Kayla Chaos, how's it, my bro? Hey, welcome aboard. Okay, I'll switch across. So I'm on a YouTube at the moment, and all brew. Okay, I'll switch across to Facebook now. Where am I? Facebook, here we go. Mr. Harper. Andy, hello, my friend. Good to have you here, my man. Hey. Okay. So, very cool tune by Joe Cocker, the late great Joe Cocker on guitar. That amazing man, Mr. Steve Lukather. And we continue talking about Luke's incredible escapades and his incredible talent. One of his favorite moments of all time. I need to tell you, this is top secret. One of his favorite moments was recording a song which included one of the late greats of our time. His name, Mr. Miles Davis. And the song, Don't Stop Me Now. This is the live version, of course. If you ever hear this off the album called Fahrenheit, you'll hear Miles Davis playing the trumpet. Beautiful. This is one of Steve's favorite songs. Isn't it just stunning? Beautiful. Oh, my man, the music is not allowed on Facebook Live anymore. Terribly sorry. They have very complicated copyright laws which forbids me from playing music on Facebook Live, which is understandable. And so we are on YouTube, on Guitarist TV. So let me see if I can I'll post the link. There we go. There's the link for YouTube if you want to listen to the music, right? It's a long intro. It is. But listen to that piano, Andy. Okay, bro. How's it, Wayne? Okay, I'll check it now, bro. Check it right now. Something for Andy. Okay, we're going to play some really cool tunes. All right, I'm just going to talk over this one. If you just tuned in, a warm welcome to you. My name is Michael Jager. You're listening to Durban Rock Radio. One of Steve Lukather's all-time favorite songs, Don't Stop Me Now, off the album Fahrenheit. Song going out for my good friend, Mr. Andy Harper. If you don't know Andy, you'll understand that Andy and I go back many, many years, and it was probably in the late 70s when I met Mr. Andrew Harper. He had hair down to the bottom of his back and long hair, and he'd come from Cannock in the West Midlands, and he had this beautiful accent. You know, I was just mesmerized as a young South African musician by this young English guitar player, bass player that had walked into our garage. We had a garage in Montclair in Durban that we used to rehearse in, which was very sort of, my dad's tools were everywhere and stuff. So, but that's where we rehearsed. You couldn't do it in the house. We made a hell of a bloody racket, didn't we? But we were young and we were rearing to go. And Andy came and joined us on bass. And as things went, I went and eventually joined Andy's band, who was called Eclipse on the Bluff. And that was when things really started happening. And we ended up playing. Long story short, we ended up playing at a hotel called the Blue Waters Hotel, which is otherwise known as Natal Command Extension. And Natal Command was the MOD, or the Defence Force headquarters, just across the road from where we lived, from where we were playing. And in those days, the South African government was at war with the ANC. So there was bombs going off all over the place, and that while we were playing there, Magoo's was bombed, on the New Year, or I can't remember exactly the date, but the whole hotel shook like hell. It was dreadful. But Andy and I were playing in a band called Heathrow, and there's one particular track which really just makes me think of Andy Harper every time I hear this song played, because we ended up going professional as young musicians and selling and giving up our jobs and everything, getting in a car and driving all the way to the Johannesburg and working in the professional music circuit. As young musicians, what did we know? And this was one of the songs that we played in our band. Our band was called Strut. And Andy, you'll remember this song. And so will Mark Patton, who's also on Facebook Live with us at the moment. Legendary guitar player.
This is one we're going to try and get you moving on this one. It's a number recorded by Bob Seger.
Bob Seger.
A number called
Rosalie. This one goes out to my dear friend, Andy Harper. Give it some, man. Give it. I get goosebumps, Andy, when I hear this song. Goosebumps. Danny, remember Danny? Yes. Andy used to sing this song. That's what it was. Amazing. And I had a Gibson Les Paul, man. The Black Beauty, 1958. Whoa, what a sound. Hey, you're welcome, Rick. You're welcome. I'm going to bring it to South Africa. Proper. Oh, what an awesome song. I'm going to play a song by a Durban band now. For themselves, the Remedy Project. And Danny used to play the cowbell with his drumstick.
Hey, you're clapping your hands for me.
Oh man, so cool. And then Mark Patton and myself, we sat together for hours learning this solo, because it's harmony solo. And this part, this is the part I remember. Yeah! Ho ho! Here we go. Are you ready? For my friend Andy Harper, you guys rock. I don't have Tie Your Mother Down, sadly, but I have this one because you guys, this one is for all of you. Absolutely.
And bad mistakes, I've made a few. I've had my shots and kicks in my face, but I've come through.
I raise a glass to my gentlemen friends.
My bows and my curtain calls. You brought me fame and fortune and everything that goes with it. I thank you all, but it's been no bed of roses, no pleasure cruise. I consider it a challenge before the whole human race, and I ain't gonna lose.
The funny thing is, all these beautiful songs like Queen, we could never play them, sadly. Just too many overdubs and too many, and I don't think we ever had a keyboard player in the band. So just with two guitars, it was difficult to do these kind of tracks. So we played a lot of rock stuff. I think we may have tried it. I don't know if we did. Oh, I love it. Isn't Brian May just such a genius when it comes to guitar? Beautiful feel, everything, 100%. Oh, I just love Brian May's playing. He's just such a beautiful guitar player. And this is Michael Jager and a band called Riff Raff. And my friend CJ. Okay. Everybody on Facebook, on YouTube, you gotta listen to this one. I'll tell you what, Andy Harper, you're genuine, such a cool. We're talking about the band that we used to play in, and Andy reckons we were tighter than a camel's ass in a sandstorm. I had that vision. Fabulous. Rosalind Graham, hello Ross. Hey, Claire McCann is watching. Hello. And my cousin Anne. Welcome back. So we're having a lot of fun here. It's as we do on a Friday night. We've got another half an hour left, so it's good fun, you know. We have a good laugh. But my friend Andy Harper's on the Facebook Live, and we've just been reminiscing of good times. Just some seriously good times, man. So the three of us, CJ, Andy, myself, Bruce Radio, hey, we were all together as Heathrow, and the wonderful Beverly Heath doing the vocals for us on the songs, you know. It would be nice to get together sometime, Andy, and have a little jam, you know. It would be amazing. Get in the plane, go to South Africa and have a gig with CJ and the boys. Or bring the man over here and we'll do it in England. so hard to put it together when you're working and doing stuff like this, you know. Glenn Adams, you got any cinema? Gosh. Let's have a look. I might have something you'll enjoy, actually. No, maybe I haven't got that. You're not gonna believe what I've just found there, man. Oh, so cool. Good times, good times. What a voice this CJ had. What a voice this guy's got, man. Always catches me out. You just tuned in, and warm welcome to you. This is Remedy Project. This is a South African band from Durban. It's so cool. And the guitar player is right with us right now, Mr. Greg Wanschkaba. Cool guitar, man. Greg, nice one, man. Very cool. Very cool. Anybody on that's been watching on YouTube and who tends to watch this in many, many years' time and thinks what an insane character this person was behind the microphone. When you see the Wirecasting account, you just got to remember that this is just a demo, demonstration version of the real software, you know? But it's very expensive software, so I haven't decided whether I'm really going to upgrade or not. But I'll have a glass of wine and think about it. I was telling you, the drummer in this band, his name's Luke Allen. And a very cool dude. I'm not quite sure what's happened to Facebook, but I can't see my picture there anymore. What did I do? There's something died. Might be just mine. Ah, yeah, I'm back. Aha, we're back. So maybe just disconnected for a few seconds, I don't know. So this is what's so cool about this. You can do this kind of thing.
No, I can't undo. There's nothing I would want to prove. Look at me. Look at me.
A Wirecast.
It's all about you.
Okay, so how are we doing? It's time to call it a day. I think a lot of people have migrated across. Whoa, look at all this. Gosh. Enjoy your peanut. That's so cool. Okay, one of my greatest guitar player friends, his name is Mr. Joe Satriani. And this is called Energy. Off the album What's Next? Well, I tell you, we're rocking, man, we're rocking. Nice band, nice band. Hey, are you still with us on Facebook? Yay! Got a couple people there, that's good. And I'm not quite sure how many people we've got on YouTube. I can't see the numbers, but hey, we're having a good time. Okay, I'm going to take you back a few years after this one just to calm things down a fraction, which is the way it is, man. Cheers, man. Have a nice weekend, my man. Enjoy yourself wherever you are in this wonderful world. Thanks for popping in and saying hello. Stay safe. Stay safe. Most about this interview, just sit back and cruise and just enjoy it, man. It's just so cool. If it's tuned in, hey, I'm welcome to you. I'm sure you can hear me perfectly fine. Good times, dude. Let's kick it, man. Let's kick it down. we go. We're on the radio again. Find my mouse. What an amazing album, Joe Satriani.
The sexy rock radio station you've always wanted is here.
With your host, Michael.
Here.
With your host, Michael Jager.
If you just tuned in, a very warm welcome to you. You can hear some strange things going on in the background. We're playing with Facebook Live, and it's got this like interactive face things that puts over your face, and you can act like a silly tit, you know, like I've just been doing. And oh well, what can you do? So I hope you've had a good evening. It's been wonderful being with you. It's time for me to clock off and knock off almost. It's been great to have you on the show, especially everybody on Facebook who's popped in. Glenn Adams, hello my brie, still there, and who else is all still there? Everybody is. Let's have a look. See, a lot of my friends are hanging out on YouTube now, because on YouTube you can get the audio as well as, so that's quite cool, you know. And we're talking about what kind of music that people are enjoying these days, and it's, I don't know, I'm not really quite sure. I don't listen to the radio much, to be honest with you, because, well, I do when I drive in the car, but you're sort of limited to what you can listen to. And one of the greatest radio stations that I do enjoy listening to plays a lot of 80s songs. It's called Wave 105 FM, and they're one of the bigger radio stations on the south coast of England. And I really do enjoy their shows, and I'm not such a terrible fan. All the new songs and all the new stuff is all very nice and all that sort of thing. But you know what I mean? Some of the stuff that we reminisce on is just too good, and nothing even comes close to the kind of songs that they wrote back in the day, like this one by In Excess, a beautiful song called Never Tear Us Apart.
Don't ask me what you know is true. Don't have to tell you I love your precious heart. I was standing, you were there, two worlds collided, and they could never tear us apart. We could live for 1,000 years, but if I hurt you, I make wine from your tears. I told you that we could fly, 'cause we all have wings, but some of us don't know why. I was standing, you were there, two worlds collided, and they could never, ever tear us apart.
I'll tell you a really nice version of this song. It's done by Joe Cocker. And I will be listening to that version in my earphones tomorrow morning when I'm pumping and sweating bullets in the gym.
I was standing, you were there, two worlds collided, and they could never tear us apart. You were standing, I was there, two worlds collided, and they could never tear us apart. I was standing.
If you just tuned in, warm welcome to you. Michael Jager behind the microphone. You're listening to The Big Rock Show on Durban Rock Radio, of course. And if you just tuned in, hey, how's your weekend? Got anything planned for the weekend? Something nice? Have you had a tough week? I think it's been rough for everybody. I have a rough week. But you know what? The weekend always comes around and saves your skin. It's just so amazing that we are able to just chill out here and enjoy some cool tunes. And one of my favorite bands when I came to England is this band. They call themselves Thunder. Danny Bowes and the boys. This is Love Walked In.
So tired of waiting, I walked an empty lane. I was looking for something to like I was approaching the end.
Time for some more Vinos. Ginos.
Just about that moment, the timing was so right. You appeared like a vision sent down to my life. I thought I was dreaming.
That's been good.
When I saw you that night, that's when love walked in through my door. That familiar feeling I have once before. Love walked in through my door, and it felt so strange.
Demonstration of Wirecast.
It's hard to remember being on my own. The kind of love make you harm and lose control.
Yeah, just gotta check out my Facebook.
But I sleep so much better now I'm not alone. So promise me, baby, you're always gonna stay. I don't think I could take it, seeing you walk away. You don't need to doubt it. I remember that day. That's when love walked in through my door. I found just what I wanted, but I got so much more. Love walked in through my door, and it felt so strange, like a long lost friend that hadn't changed, giving me hope again. Love walked in. Just about that moment, the timing was so right. You appear like a vision sent down to my life. I thought I was dreaming when I saw you that night. That's when love walked in through my door. That familiar
Okay, let's see how we're doing on the Facebook Live here.
I have once before.
Ba-da-ba-da-ba.
Love walked in through my door.
We're still here.
Love walked in through my door. That familiar feeling I had once before. Love walked in,
Cockatoo shouldn't to go. That's so true.
and it felt so strange, like a long lost friend that hadn't changed. Giving me
Hey, I've missed so many people, man. So sorry. Sorry if I haven't been able to chat on Facebook as much as I have in the past, but I'm running like about 6 different machines at the same time, so please forgive my indiscretions, as they say. On the drums, Mr. Harry James. On the guitar, Mr. Luke Morley. On the vocals, Mr. Davey Bowes. What a great band. Thunder rock and roll, man. Love walked in.
Now, stand by Durban,
Okay, so now
East
we're gonna
London, Maritzburg,
a local
the
track.
Wild Coast, and all of Capital Country for the most music power.
The sexy rock radio station you've always wanted is here.
With your host, Michael Jager.
He rocks my world.
I had the pleasure of recording this song with my good friend Nina Clark. And a song originally done by Gino Vanelli, a tune called I Just Want to Stop. This is myself in a band called The Core.
When I think about those nights in Montreal, I get the sweetest sounds of you and me. Memories and love across the city lights. Ooh, I tried so hard to make it, and I know my love won't take it. I just wanna stop and tell you what I feel about you, babe. I just wanna stop. I never wanna live without you, babe. I just wanna stop for your love, for your love.
Okay. So many good songs, I don't know which one to pick. One of the joys of doing an unrehearsed show.
I got the sweetest thoughts of you and me. Memories and love and times they go on and on. Ooh, I tried so hard to make it, and you know my life won't take it. I just wanna stop and tell you what I feel about you, babe. I just wanna stop. The world ain't right without you, babe. I just wanna stop for your love, for your love.
The great Mr. Andrew Young. Oh, man.
Ooh, I tried so long to make it, and you know my life won't take it. I just wanna stop and tell you what I feel about you, babe. I just wanna stop. The world ain't right without you, babe. I just wanna stop for your love, for your love. I just wanna stop. I just wanna stop and tell you what I just wanna stop right here. I just wanna stop. The world ain't right without you, babe. I just wanna stop.
We had such fun recording this song. We recorded it at Mad Hat Studios or M2 Studios in Wolverhampton.
Just gotta stop.
Such a beautiful song by The Core. We still need to finish this album, don't we? Yes, we do. Hey, just tuned in. This is our Big Rock Radio.
Stand by Durban, East London, Maritzburg, the Wild
Okay,
Coast,
a few
and
tunes to go,
all
then
of
I'm
Capital
done.
Country for the most music power.
The sexy rock radio station you've always wanted is here.
With your host, Michael Jager.
He rocks my world.
This is one of the greatest guitar players on the planet, ladies and gentlemen. I love this guy. His name is Joe Bonamassa. The greatest country rock guitar players you'll ever meet in your life. This is Tennessee Blades.
Woke up in a hotel, didn't know what to
guitar player. And what a voice he's got too. It's just absolutely incredible. He can play the blues too. They don't call him the blues titan for nothing. He is a machine. And he's one of those few musicians that I know that can can do numerous things at the same time. What do they call it? Mine's gone blank. Been a long day, bro. But hey, if you just tune in, well, welcome to you. I got about a couple of seconds left on the show, then I'm done. It's been so cool. We had a lot of fun, we had a lot of wine, as we do on a Friday night. But we have a lot of fun too, so it's very cool. Play some cool tunes too. Like this, Mr. Joe Bonamassa, he's just doing his thing, man. Just so cool. One of the greatest advantages this guy has over everybody else, he's got a voice. And not just an average voice, he's got an amazing voice. And he's very talented. Flipping play anything. And he's a guitar player that collects guitars and amplifiers and anything. And so knowledgeable. I'll play an interview I did with him on Planet Rock once. Love to jam with this dude. Love to jam with him sometime. That would be so cool. So Joe, if you're listening, speak to my people and I'll speak to your people, bro.
Ain't no hotel I'm riding you from. The Tennessee prison up at Brushy Mountain. We all seen sailors doing 5 to 8.
I'll tell you, I played with some great bands in my time, and
Stopping out my time making Tennessee picks.
very cool rock and roll, man. Okay, we're gonna This song kind of ends quite quick, so I gotta be careful. Oh, he is too, the amazing Mr. Joe Bonamassa. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you've enjoyed it. It's been a good job. I'm gonna take you out with a bit of sting. So thank you. Thank you for listening. If you managed to hang in for the full 2-hour set, then you deserve a medal of note. This is Sting. Good night. Love ya.
You could say I lost my faith in science and progress. You could say I lost my
Cheers,
faith
Colleen.
in the Holy Church. You could say I lost my sense of direction. Yes, you could say all of this and worse, but if I ever lose my faith in you,
What a wonderful album this is.
there'd be nothing left for me to do.
Okay, I have to love you and leave ya.
Lost man in a lost world.
Bye-bye. Look after yourselves.
You could say I lost my faith
wherever I worked in the world. In the car, full taps. What a beautiful, beautiful album, actually. Well, thanks very much for hanging out with me tonight on YouTube, on Facebook Live, on TuneIn, on Spreaker.com, on Durban Rock Radio, of course, DRR FM. If you enjoyed the show, then please tune in, DRRFM.com. Always love to have you on board. Don't forget, I'm here every Friday from around 7 o'clock in the evening UK time, and we do a nice full solid 2-hour set, which is really cool. So thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time. Have a fantastic weekend.